champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not. I'm a beast and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. That you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel away, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns.
To kick off for Cleveland.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. A short kick taken at the 18. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go, boy. Ready to get it started. Now it's tight right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Number 26.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The tackle.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Complete to number 10.
Tyreek Hill, 53 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
The extra point.
And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Chiefs 7, Browns nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Man open. That's Damian Ratley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Mayfield now from the 50. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They go play action. Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, That ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Now a handoff working right. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this one complete to Gafford. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 7, Browns nothing.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and run for him. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He finds Beckham complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 48 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now here's Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Flushed out right. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On the ground, it's Chubb, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Chubb. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
That's good.
Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run with Chubb, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
Big series right here, so we got to step it up. 54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Is good.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Here's Mahomes to throw.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
8-yard pickup.
8 yards there on a 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now they try the right side here. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Browns.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of
certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
It's on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now 2nd and 6.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Mayfield off the play fake. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mayfield on play action. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 11 yards there, first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's got some space here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 43 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Chiefs.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Chubb. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
11-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
They run it again with Chubb. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 27-yard attempt.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there. And that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get. So really, you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, it will make a nice play on the ball. And that's all she wrote.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
4th and 1.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Oh, here we go. Oh. Shit. Hey, alert.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
The 38-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 52's the Mike. Check 52's the Mike. I got him.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. He's at the 30. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it, and you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
They're going to try and run. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And again, it's Chubb. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
It's 2nd down.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Let's go, D.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Rattling, 39 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
It feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.
explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat grits. How did the little go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Head to toe designer, drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit, I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it, take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it, so much ice on me, I wish I had two necks, I got homies that can sleep without two, I got homies that can sleep without, Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it, walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints.
Continue the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
First down, Mayfield. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
45-yard line.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Toss left, Mixon. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
On third down, Mayfield. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. And they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
This will make it into the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25-yard line. On first down, Starkey. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Tampa Bay.
Back to throw. Starkey. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Throwing on first down. Starkey. That ball complete to Isabella. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, I mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
And a tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the
looking to throw on second down. Starkey. It was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Barr. And his crew will take over the football at the 35-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Mayfield.
40-yard line.
That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. To throw, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he'll take it in the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Mecole Hardman on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers, 0.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Starkey into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 33. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
48-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
The score, Saints 17, Buccaneers nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. They'll run it with Jones. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
A 28-yard gain. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
On 1st and 10, Starkey. Oh, look at that. A diving catch. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
2 at the Saints' 47-yard line.
From the gun, Starkey. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
25 yards. And a Buccaneer 1st down.
On 1st down, Starkey. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Operating from the gun, Starkey. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Joe Mixon, and unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up
and the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Able to find Harris complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14 yards is the pickup, first down, New Orleans.
At the 45-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield eluding the pressure right to Mixon on the check down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
4-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. Touchdown, New Orleans! Joe Mixon, his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
Lining up for the
that score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Lutz with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They got 29 yards that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
18 more yards there and another first down.
On the play. First down, Tampa Bay.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. From the gun, Starkey. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. The final shot before break. Starkey, that's caught at the 3. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, as time expires in the first half. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7. So we reach halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and...
Again, it's Jones. He finds an opening past the 40. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
A gain of 15. And a Buccaneer 1st down.
Operating from the gun, Starkey. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for 2nd down.
6-yard line.
From the gun, Starkey. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Starkey. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Mixon with a 1st down carry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Taken down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game?
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th. They run for it with Mixon, and he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12.
Good.
It'll be a gain of 4, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
12-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Buccaneers' 13-yard line.
On 2nd down, Mixon. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to be taken down, safe back around the 18-yard line. Devin White in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards. yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
On the return, the Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 55 yards. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
For the extra point.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run with Mixon. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And over makes Moss complete. And they want this well upfield across the 45. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps. You're trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They go play action. Mayfield. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position. Here comes the Saints punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Sherrill's on the return. They'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Throwing on first down, Starkey. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Starkey going up top for Miller. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, two-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Oh, I like this call. I know they weren't successful on it, but so many times defenses load up trying to get a safety when you're in this spot. How about taking the shot downfield, hoping to use their momentum against them? They didn't get it, but I sure like what they were doing there.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Here's Mayfield. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Back to the air on second down. Starkey. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 51 yards. On 1st and 10. Starkey. This one caught by Isabella. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down, Buccaneers.
From the gun, Starkey. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Joe Mixon. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield, flush to his right. And it is incomplete, 7 seconds remaining. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And again, it's Mayfield. This is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. He was covered by Antoine Winfield.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Mayfield with it once more. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete.
Today's final score, Saints.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football,
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for New Orleans, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin.